Okay, today we're going to review the Nascar drill, and it's a one-on-one dodging drill that simulates a defenseman that has to approach an offensive player. So the defenseman has to work on arriving with good angles on a good approach and forcing the offensive player to the part of the field he'd like to see him go. And our offensive player has to work on eating up a bad approach. So I've set up 3 cones. First cone's about 3 to 5 yards above the crease. Second cone's about 3 to 5 yards above that. And then the third cone is about 1 crow hop outside a comfortable step-down shot for whatever age you're coaching. Obviously, U9s will be much closer than U15s. And this is our defensive player. This is our offensive player. And on the whistle, coach is going to be up in the corner of the box with a pile of balls. On the whistle, our offensive player is going to go out and around his cone, approaching the coach to catch a pass on the move. And our defensive player is going to go out and around his cone, approaching his offensive player, trying to arrive broken down, high side, forcing good angles, and sending the offensive player where we want him to go. Offensively, our main objective is to win the high side and get a high quality shot, although many times our defenseman is going to be in great defensive position and we will not be able to go high side. We'll have to do some sort of counter move to the skinny or alley, or some sort of combo move where we split the roll and gain the high side. Also, if the defenseman is late on his approach, our offensive player can just take a step down shot. And the hope is that sometimes when a defenseman's right in between being late and on time, we can mess around with some hitch and goes, some face dodges, things of that nature. So essentially, simulating a game-like one-on-one situation. We'll also go over this from X, dodging from X, and we'll go over the nuances of the drill on the field. All right, so we're going to go over our Nascar drill, which is kind of a game-simulated one-on-one situation. We're going to start with a cone in the middle, and we're going to have both players with their left feet on the cone. All right, which one of you is playing offense, which playing defense? All right, so Nevin's playing offense. You're going to be facing the goalie, Nev, with your left foot on the cone. All right, and you're going to be facing upfield with your left foot on the cone. So my defenseman is going to have to go out and around this cone, and my offensive player is going to have to go out and around this cone. So I set this cone up about a comfortable step-down range for our offensive player so that if he catches and his defender is still on an approach, he can take a step-down shot, he can hitch and go, he can face dodge, whatever he wants to do. So on the whistle, right, my defender is going to go around this yellow cone, which is only about 4 or 5 yards up from the start cone to give my offensive player a 4 or 5 yard advantage. Then he's going to come out and take a strong topside approach and force our player down the alley where his angles are limited. My offensive player is going to come around this cone full speed, catch a pass, and engage a one-on-one. So if, which one's on D? So if Sean's coming out and playing defense on me, what we're going to have is a few situations. One, where maybe I can just catch Sean's approach too low, I can attack the top shoulder and get the angles and shot on the field that I want. The other potential is Sean's taking a great angle and he's forcing me to the baseline, skinny or alley, right? And there's going to be an eventual point of contact probably right around here. I want to make a move right before that eventual point of contact and attack, all right? And some other things we could throw in there is combo moves. You could split to the skinny, hope he jumps that dodge, roll to the high side. If Sean's coming a little late, back up a bit, Sean, on your approach. Good, he's coming a little late. We can now hit like the hitch and go, hitch and take it, things of that nature. So we'll do a couple live so you can get a good idea of the drill. That'll do for the hitch and go, huh? Good, so a quick coaching point here is I tell my guys we want high side. We always want to try and win our matchup high side. If we have to win it to the skinny, then we'll win it to the skinny, but our objective is to go high side. So if Nevin's coming out and playing defense on me, I want to keep my shoulders closed to him. When I'm engaging in a regular one-on-one, I want to square my shoulders and attack him. Coming off the pass, I want to keep my shoulders closed because now he has to guess where a good approach point is. And that's a difficult thing to do, full speed on the move for a defender processing a situation to try and land where I'm going to be. So oftentimes that'll just allow us to blow through to the high side. And you'll notice these guys are coming off shoulders closed most of the time. Sometimes they've opened them up, and I'll usually stop and say, hey, that's when we're engaging with the ball. If we're engaging off the pass, off the carry, bam, shoulders closed before we counter. That'll play. Good. Okay, so the tendency of an offensive player in this drill is to get here and kind of stop and then re-attack, and that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the guy to get up to speed. So if they're not doing a great job of getting up to speed, I'll drop some more cones, kind of to simulate like an on-ramp of a highway, right? We're using this to accelerate up to speed through the catch. Bam, now we're going downhill at full speed. So we'll see if that helps them get around the cones a little better. Too much funk for your own good. Nice save, Mikey. We'll go last one from the wing here, and then we'll show you how to do it from X. Good, perfect. So Travis just read a low approach, hit it hard, took the top side. Okay, so you can manipulate this drill to simulate dodges from any position on the field. I'm going to show you X right now. What we're going to do is start with both of our players on a cone on the side of the crease at goal line extended. My defensive player is going to run up and around this front cone. My offensive player is going to run back and around the cone at deep X and catch a pass from a coach who's probably sitting around GLE. Same thing, we're simulating a helping in defenseman who's got to come out, approach, and play defense, and an offensive player taking advantage of that approach. Couple things that are a little different from coming from X is that now my offensive player can work on hanging his defenseman. So if his approach is late, he can get him stuck behind the net in a little cat and mouse game and maybe able to break this back or catch Sean stuck in the middle. And then he can, of course, just continue to accelerate upfield, get off a high percentage shot, and if Sean approaches too high, break this to the skinny underneath and gate a shot that way. So we'll rep through a bunch of these. Nice save, Mike. That was a nice move. I haven't seen that out of you before, Sean. Good, Travis. Good. I'll just go a couple from the other side. So now we've flipped this drill, same exact thing, same location, but now it's favoring our lefties who want to push the cage with their left hands.